everyone. Welcome to Naming Refactoring Code Review with ChatGPT. So use ChatGPT as a coding reviewer and naming coach. Demo idea, ugly service class, prepare slightly messy, ordered service implementation, bad name. So we can figure out all these issues with the help of ChatGPT. Okay, so first we follow this step. Ask for high level review. Review this Spring Service class for readability, maintainability, such as better method and variable names is smaller methods, clear responsibilities, paste thus. Give your feedback as a bullet point, then propose a refactored version of the class. Which suggestion you accept, which you ignore. Okay, this is a very good example. I just have to add one star here. And I think, okay, no, I don't need to have it. It is already here. I think I have to copy it here. But this is what we have to accept or reject, okay? So the prompt is still this point. Okay, so here I have got a prompt. Okay, and the class I will see. Controller. Shall I add this class? Spring service class. Do I have a service class? Yes, I have a service class. So let's add this service class. It is already adjusted by ChatGPT. Okay, probably I will not get much issue, but let's see. Maybe I'll get some good suggestions. So here is an introduction of transactional, okay, which was not earlier present in the code. Code is a bit more structured, I would say. Okay, so do I need to take it? I have to think very seriously about it because I already have a test and apply updates. Yeah, map to, I can take it map to. hmm To book response. I would change it as validate ISBN change. So let's have a look at this validate ISBN change because in last few slides I discussed a bit more about ISBN. So if does not exist, suppose it does not exist, okay, and if it is found in the repository, then yes, it must be duplicate ISBN exception. Okay, Arre. Update book, delete book, helper method. I think yes, it is refactored. This is true. Apply updates. Validate ISBN unique. I do one thing. Okay, okay. Now I run the test. If my test is pass, then things are good. This test doesn't require any application to be running. Okay, it is passing. So at least things are not bad. So yeah, validate ISBN. Okay, if everything is fine, ISBN is if it exists, duplicate ISBN exception. Okay. Then map to entity. Then that entity will be saved. Okay, this is fine. Here get book by ID. If it is not present, exception will be thrown. If it is present, then it will be wrapped into book response. If got get all, it is not invoked at all. I think. No. Okay, update. If it exists, if it doesn't exist, the exception will be thrown. Then apply updates. Why did ISBN change? Demanded an ISBN. This is a very different thing. Like normally, if this ISBN, okay, it does not exist, then ISBN must not found exception will be uh, thrown. But later we will discuss this thing. Okay. duplicate ISBN or ISBN not found. Okay. So this is a matter of discussion. Okay. Because if I pass an ISBN and if it doesn't exist, so ISBN not found exception must be thrown. But yeah, it is a matter of discussion. So that we'll discuss later. Okay, here same thing. If ID is not found, then exception will be thrown. And if it is ID is found, then that book will be deleted from the repository. Okay. Yeah. In the next slides, we will discuss this issue also. Okay. So yeah. Let's move to the next issue. Focus on only renaming for clarity. Adding small private methods. Don't change public API or business logic. Show the new version of a class. Scope your request. Change. You are still in charge. Check that logic hasn't silently unchanged. So I think I will not discuss in the next section. I will discuss this thing in this section, and I will say that this is wrong. I mean, okay, let's think. Suppose I want to change. I want to change it. Okay, I put it, and it already existed. Then yes, so it is not wrong. It is correct. And okay, I explained you why it is correct. Suppose I got a request to change ISBN. Okay, and I changed the ISBN. That ISBN is different than the correct ISBN. It is fine. Okay. Now I check that ISBN, it already exists in the book repository. It means I must get duplicate ISBN exception. So it is correct. Okay, and if it is duplicate ISBN, then exception must be thrown. Otherwise, that change must be applied, I would say. Okay, no exception is thrown, then that change must be applied, and that updated change will be mapped to the two book response, and most probably I'll get mapped that book entity data into book response, and I'll get it as a response. Okay, so update is done, delete is already done, create, update, delete, and this part we are not testing somehow. Maybe we'll discuss this thing later why we are not testing it, and maybe test we will test it. Okay, so yeah, this part is pretty good. So far it is good. And generate documentation and read B with ChatGPT. Okay, turn existing code into clear docs and clear README. Produce README for mini project. Okay. I have a Spring Boot 3 project called Bookstore Service. It has endpoint to manage books and customer. Uses books. So here I will get readme generated. That will certainly generate and generate a developer friendly readme. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, I would say it is pretty good readme what I'm seeing so far. Mhm. So just copy it and paste it into the readme file. Let's create a readme file. Run the test. Run the test. Run application from CMD to start on Docker containers. So it gave me a pretty good overview of like README. This is not a perfect README, but yeah, to some extent it is really good project structure. Okay, so yeah, so far this part is done. Okay. How to run test and all these things I mentioned. Curl request, a curl example. That is a curl example. Curl example. And yeah, there are some future improvement suggestions also. Yeah, and we paste it into the IDE. And yeah, so far it looks quite good, I would say. Run operation for books, customer validation. So far I'm not using Flyway, but future maybe I'll use it. Build tool it is Maven. And yeah, JUnit, Spring Boot test, mock MVC, all these things I'm using. Maven, yeah. Docker Compose I'm mainly using. I will also create a Docker file for this project. And yeah, Postgres, it is a Dockerized Postgres. It is application.properties which I'm using right now. So structure is a bit similar, but yeah, this is not what I'm using. So maybe it will change in future. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we are done with the slide. Okay. So optionally use existing book controller, custom controller, code generate API, great for initial readme, release notes. Okay. This is quite optional, but yeah, we are done with our task and probably we'll generate some more documentation using ChatGPT. Thank you very much for watching this slide and let's move to the next module, I think. Yeah. So now we will move to the next module. In that module, we will try to work with DevOps. So yeah, then we will learn lot how we can simplify our DevOps process using ChatGPT. Okay, so yeah, let's move to the next slide.